Alrighty guys, welcome back to another LEGO video from BrickByBrick, and today we're taking a look at two microscale versions of the 928 moon base or space cruiser and moon base set from 1978. One of the most iconic classic space sets, and recently the set has been done twice as a small scale model. First, in 2015, we had this Microscale space cruiser, which was a polybag contained inside of a book. It's a DK book called Great Lego Sets. Slightly obscure. I mean, people know it existed, but I feel like it's going to be kind of forgotten. But this is actually really cool. It's a, decently sized model. It's 102 pieces. So, not bad. And it is a microscale version, and I think it does a really good job at getting the proportions and scale correct. I like the trans yellow cockpit, because classic space. It's even got these on the bottom, and it has a cool feature. If you separate that and pull these apart, like on the original set, you can drive out this little rover, which, there was a rover included in the original set. This doesn't look all that great, but it works and it fits. You can also lower the ramp even, which is kind of awesome. I think that feature, just being built into such a small set, good attempt. It's not perfect, but I think it's really cool. It does tend to lean backwards a lot, but if you lower the ramp just enough to support it, it'll keep it standing straight. The second version of this set, in recent years, is from the 60 Years of the Brick, set number 40290, I think. This is one of the smallest vignettes from that set, but it is a representation of the entire set. You have the Microscale space cruiser, and this is a lot smaller, only 4 studs wide, instead of like 8. And it's about half the size front to back. So I'd say that this is about half that scale, approximately. The dimensions work out that way, and because of that, it's a little bit kind of not perfect. That's the word I should use. It's definitely less recognizable than that. Looks classic space 100%, but this you can tell at first glance it's 928. This one, you might have a little bit of a harder time doing that, and I think part of what ruins that is the cockpit. I think that this should be 2 studs and this blue section should only be 1. I think that maybe should have just had a 1x2 plate instead of a 2x2. I think that would have just looked a little better. You can also change the angle of this. You can do that on this set too. And the rest of this does show the base plates. You get a crater base plate and one of the printed ones with the landing pad. Obviously the base plates aren't perfectly flat. You do also get a super small version of the rover. This one actually has wheels though. I think this rover is actually better done than the one in this set. And you just get the little moon base. But I think that the terrain around this one is done really well, the actual base. The ship could be better, but it's not bad for the super small scale. This set is really, really, really nice. I like this a ton. It makes me kind of wish we gotten like the actual base and surroundings in this scale instead of that scale. I just think that they're both really cool though, and nice tributes to classic space, which is my favorite of the classic LEGO themes. And I do love me a good classic spaceman minifigure. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this quick little comparison between these two versions of the same exact thing at different scales. So let me know which one of these you think is better in the comment section down below. Again, I think that this ship is definitely better, but I really appreciate having the actual base area for that one. So, they're both cool and they both have their advantages and disadvantages. but you know, it's kind of up to personal preference, which is why I would like to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. So let me know, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.